Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Emanuel Aceves Martínez. Soy parte del programa de 100,000 Strong in the Americas entre la Universidad de Paso, Texas y la Universidad de Guadalajara. Esta es una introducción sobre los integrantes del equipo para hablar de nuestras experiencias y aprendizajes del programa.
Hello, my name is Noshin Habib, and I am part of ThisAbility. I remember when we were still in the initial stages of brainstorming, one of us just threw the idea out there that, hey, our topic is smart mobility, so why don't we do something about either the transportation or like the scheduling of transportation for people with physical disabilities? And as soon as the idea was out there, immediately all of us knew that that's what we wanted to go with. All of us felt such a connection and such a passion for the topic that after choosing the topic, it honestly wasn't hard to come up with new aspects of the application. In fact, at one point, we actually had to simplify the application because we just had so many different ideas going, and that's honestly never a bad thing. Um, I think our fervor for the topic is what helped us persevere and get through the time constraint and the language barrier and put in the extra effort to create a successful application and eventually win first place in the smart mobility topic. For me, the hardest part of the trip was not knowing the language. But in no way did I feel that I got any less of the experience that everyone else did, because everyone was so helpful in helping me effectively communicate and helping me learn the language better, that I did not feel limited in any way. And all of us became a small family, and it was such an amazing experience to have to adapt to a new environment, to adapt to a new culture, and to, in the midst of all this, be working on a project, especially when I had no programming knowledge prior to this. I think not only did this help me become a better student, but also a better public speaker and a better person in general. I would recommend a program like this to anyone, and I would definitely, if given the chance, go again in a heartbeat.
Hi, my name is Daniel Mejia. I'm part of Team ThisAbility, and our team won first place overall in the category of Smart Mobility. While in Guadalajara, Mexico, I learned so very much about myself, about working with others, about immersing myself into different cultures, and gained so much technical experience. The technical experience that I gained was learning how to use IBM Bluemix, MongoDB, which is a service of IBM Bluemix, and connecting the front and back ends to these services. It is very important for me to learn so much as in everything that I do, and while I was over there, I learned so much about the culture. It is such a beautiful culture with so much to give. Not only that, the culture itself is full of life, full of color, full of vibrance, something that is very special to us here in El Paso, and it is extremely special to those people who live and are part of those that culture every day in Guadalajara, Mexico. Our travel experience was something that was very, very unique and very special and very worth doing. We learned so much about how to be part of a team, how to work with one another, especially those in different cultures. We learned all about the different ways to communicate and learned the struggles of communicating with people with different languages or backgrounds, different experiences, and different ideas of doing things. We learned how to work with one another, communicate with one another, and be with one another as we learned how to do our project from beginning to end. It was an experience that was full of energy, full of excitement, full of unknowns, and through those unknowns, we were able to understand and make something worthwhile and ultimately succeed for the betterment of the smart city and for our school and for ourselves.
Por mi parte, fue una gran experiencia, puesto que aprendí la forma en cómo se está trabajando en la Universidad del Paso, Texas, visitando los laboratorios y sobre los proyectos de cómo generar ciudades más inteligentes. Las visitas de empresas como la planta de agua, de cómo se administra el tráfico y el sistema de camiones urbanos en El Paso, Texas. A su vez, las visitas en Guadalajara, como Ciudad Creativa Digital, el proyecto de Mi Bici y empresas como IBM e Intel, cómo están trabajando sus proyectos y se puede acoplar para obtener un buen resultado en equipo. Todas estas tecnologías se pueden adaptar del Paso a la ciudad de Guadalajara y viceversa. Esto nos deja un aprendizaje de mejora entre las dos ciudades, identificando problemas y buscando medios para resolverlos de la mejor manera posible. Uno de los retos más importantes que identificamos fue la comunicación y las distancias entre los miembros de equipo, de trabajar juntos, las opiniones diferentes, lo que conocemos y las distintas formas de pensar, que a su vez eso nos sirvió para tomar decisiones y resolver los problemas, ya que conocemos diferentes medios de resolverlos y ver las cosas. Las distintas culturas que nos permiten una forma diferente de entender, ver los defectos y las cualidades de cada una. También participamos en el hackathon. Creamos el proyecto ThisAbility, que es parte del tema de Smart Mobility, para personas con discapacidades enfocados a la movilidad y mejorar sus formas de traslados generando conciencias en las ciudades. Trabajando sobre la plataforma Bluemix, entorno web con PHP y utilizando MongoDB como backend. Y bueno, por mi parte aprendí y disfruté mucho de trabajar en este proyecto. Y bueno, eso es todo y muchas gracias.